your videos were being sold at cheaper price by everyone and they got leaked. How was your state of mind during that phase?
I might be 25 years old and my revenue was around 18 to 20 crores per annum. How does it matter even if someone does piracy?
In this process of setting up Raudra and making videos and making it a business, what are the major hardships you have faced in this process?
My wife. The hardest part in my life was dropping my wife at office every day. I couldn't see her face. She hated the job so much. She wanted to leave the job so much, but she had to work because she had to support me.
I want to understand the planning which went through that phase. How was your day to night routine back then when you were shooting?
Before teaching anything, read 4 textbooks completely on that topic.
So you did like that for each topic.
Yes.
But when did you realize that you're good at teaching? Is it during BTech or when?
During my BTech time. So what a faculty was not able to explain in 4-5 months, I used to explain them in 1 hour. Fatapat, fatapat, fatapat. On the first day of my business, every day I used to get minimum 3 lakhs, and there were days where I used to get even 30 lakhs per day.
When you were starting Raudra, you already had a job offer with you. Now there is a conflict. One high paying job, but an uncertain career of teaching. During this phase, did you face any self doubt and any insecurities about your path? And how did you overcome that?
I was very ambitious.
So when you are starting Raudra initially, I remember from one of your interviews you said, "I'm a teacher, I'm not a businessman."
I became a businessman after earning money. Hi, today I have Shaurya with me. Shaurya is working for Hitachi in Japan. So he is back to India for few days, and he came to meet me. He was my 2016 student, so he met me earlier also, but he came to meet me now, and he came with some questions. He wanted some answers to some questions, and the questions are very interesting. I thought, why don't we make a podcast out of these questions so that even more students who have the same questions can actually relate to it. And one more thing, there is nothing called a right answer or there is nothing called a wrong answer. There is only opinion. Whatever I say in this video are just my opinions. They may be right, they may be wrong, and you can discuss about it, but they are just my opinions. Okay, Shaurya, so let's begin.
Sure, sir. Thank you very much. Uh, Firstly, I'm very happy to sit with you and ask you some questions which I was having since many years personally because
Okay.
I have been following you since 2016. So I draw inspiration from you. So I have a lot of personal questions and some philosophical questions. I wanted to know what do you think about these. So I'm very happy to ask you this. So
Sure,
if you're ready,
shoot
let's
your
get started.
question. I'm ready. Shoot your questions.
Sure. Firstly, sir, how are you doing these days?
See, my life, if you ask me about my life, I'm enjoying my retirement. So I retired from working. So a few years back. So whatever I do now is just to kill my time. So I don't have any other thing to do. So that is why I know only one thing. See, I know only two things. One is about computer science, other is about YouTube. So I'm teaching computer science in YouTube. So to answer your question, I am enjoying my retired life.
Do you suggest others to retire early like you?
Retirement doesn't mean not working. Retirement means that you are not working for money. There is a difference. You will work, you will still work. You have to work till the day you die. And you know what? The best death is the death of APJ Abdul Kalam. He died giving a speech. That is what anyone should aspire for. You should die while working. You should never stop working till you die, till the last day. But then retirement is what? You're not working for money. That is retirement.
I see. Now I really got the definition of retirement.
Retirement means not working for money, working for fun. That is retirement.
So, sir, when you were starting Raudra, You already had a job offer with you,
Hmm.
but your passion is towards teaching, your heart says teaching.
Hmm.
Now there is a conflict, one high paying job, but an uncertain career of teaching. So there is a conflict. During this phase, did you face any self doubt and any insecurities about your path, and how did you overcome that?
So generally, if a person has to be in a particular field, he should be in a comfort zone. If you are in a comfort zone, you will be in that particular field. If it feels uncomfortable, you will come out of it. I was very ambitious. You can say that I was greedy. I was very, very ambitious. And Cisco job, that salary would never keep me happy. I wanted to earn in crores. And second thing is, I love teaching. And people will pay for me to teach. Now, if you read the book Good to Great, there is a concept called hedgehog concept. Hedgehog concept. Just to simply tell you what it is. If you are really good at something, do it. If you can make some money out of it, do it. And if you are going to be best in it, do it. So without a board and pen, I can't explain that concept, but then I got it. I think you got the gist of it. So there are two things. One is I was very greedy. I was very ambitious to make money. Second thing is my teaching was my passion. I wanted to teach. And luckily, both of these combined made my life. Like, so yeah, that is my honest answer.
So you just went for it because you know you are good at it.
I'm damn. I was very sure right from first day that I was a very good teacher. Again, I'm being very humble here. See, after achieving so much in my life, and after these many testimonials, even if I say that I'm an average teacher, that would sound really awkward. That would sound like I'm acting.
Yeah.
So I'm a good teacher. I can tell you that I am a really good teacher, and I right from first day I knew that I will be a very good teacher.
But when did you realize that you're good at teaching? Is it during BTech or when?
During my BTech time, all my friends used to come to me before the exam, 1 hour before the exam, and I used to explain them everything in 1 hour, and they used to get flying colors. So what a faculty was not able to explain in 4 5 months, I used to explain them in 1 hour, fatafat, 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 and they used to get good marks. They used to pass the course at least, right? So that made me confident that I could be a good teacher, better teacher than many.
Okay.
Yeah.
But back then you were interested in teaching, you realized that you're good at teaching. But were you aware that teaching has lot of money and fame and all back
Till
then?
my time, no one knew that teaching has money.
Yes.
I was the first one to have made lot of money in teaching in India. People just followed me. After me, tech companies came. But till then, till I started, there was no money in tech. But I made it in such a way that actually I should not say that I made it. Two books have helped me a lot. One is Good to Great, and other is Innovator's Dilemma. These two books helped me a lot to start my business, and these two books helped me a lot to earn whatever I have earned. Trust me, on the first day of my business, I got 3 lakh rupees per day. Second day, minimum 3 lakh. Every day I used to get minimum 3 lakhs, and there were days where I used to get even 30 lakhs per day. So there is a lot of money to be made in any sector if you are a master at it. I'm not just talking about teaching. In teaching, if you want to make money, be exceptionally good. Just be great. You know, good is the enemy of great. It is. I'm not just talking at this. Now, what is the year? 2024, right? 2024. We are talking today. If you have to earn money through teaching, you have to be exceptionally good. Back then, when I started teaching in 2013 or so, you need to be a good teacher. But now you need to be a great teacher to get the attention, same attention, because there is such a such competition is there. Lot of competition is there. If you have to win everyone's attention, you should be exceptionally good at something. Otherwise don't do it. ये बोलते हैं ना भाई, जान लगा दो या जाने दो.
Wow, I never heard of it. So when you're starting Raudra initially, I remember from one of your interviews you said, "I'm a teacher. I'm not a businessman." But starting Raudra is a company, so you turned into a businessman. How was that transition, philosophically and personally, from a teacher to an entrepreneur? What challenges did you face and overcome?
See, I will tell you the difference between an entrepreneur and a businessman. An entrepreneur is one who has an idea and who doesn't have money, but he makes money through his idea. Businessman is someone who has money, who will invest money to get the money. So businessman ka to leave it. I was not eligible to become a businessman because I was from a poor family. Only thing I could become was entrepreneur. So I became an entrepreneur. Now, after you earn money and if you are still continuing the business, then you are called businessman. So I became a businessman after earning money. I am a very, very bad businessman because I lost most of the money I made by taking wrong decisions. So don't worry, even now I could retire. That is a different part, but I lost most of the money, right? So in fact, I would suggest anyone to have financial education, which is very important compared to any other educations that you aspire or that you actually get.
Wow, that's true. Financial literacy is very important.
You know what? Easiest thing in this world is to earn money. Earning money is the easiest thing, but you know what is the difficult part? Keeping it.
Really?
Keeping it is difficult part.
Do you remember any vague example, some story which you can share, which helped you to overcome that mistake in the future?
I have learned from my mistakes. I will not do the same mistake 2 times. I have lost a lot of money in stock market. I'll never do it on my own. I did it on my own. So I will never do it on my own again. So yeah, I will make any mistake just once.
Okay.
That's it. And then,
I think that's what we should learn. Just don't
repeat them. If you are repeating, you're an idiot.
Yes.
See, if any wise person may commit a mistake, that is fine. But then if you are doing it 2-3 times, then you are a fool, isn't it?
True.
Yeah.
When I started preparing for GATE back in 2016, when I searched GATE CS, your videos popped up. So that was my first interaction with you online. And I see that you put a lot of time and effort and in writing your scripts, if you have written, or in the way you organized your videos. It's so easy to understand. In fact, you made hundreds of videos for all the subjects of GATE. I want to understand the planning which went through that phase. And how did you write out what you want to shoot, when you want to shoot? How was your day to night routine back then when you're shooting? When you don't know that will be successful or not. It's uncertain future, but you're trying it.
So how I prepared is the first important thing. Now if someone has to learn GATE computer science, there are a lot of resources available out there. My videos are there, and many Wala videos are there. And some academies. There are a lot of videos available. You can just copy those videos and make your own videos. But during my time, I had no videos. I had to read books. So how I made my videos is just a thumb rule. The thumb rule is, before teaching anything, read 4 textbooks on that topic. 4 textbooks completely on that topic. Solve the exercise questions of 4 textbooks on that topic. And solve all the PYQs in GATE exam. After doing these 3, you go and teach. That is how you generate the world's best content.
So you did like that for each topic?
Yes.
For
it
all
took
the subjects?
4 years for me, right? It took 4 years for me to complete 11 subjects.
4 years?
4 years for me to complete 11 subjects.
So I remember your channel name to be 2014 back then
Yeah,
when I saw your videos. So
Yeah.
that means you started shooting from 2010,
13.
2013.
And every year I started adding. So initially there was no CO. Later there was no mathematics. So I started gradually adding it. So I sold only four courses in the beginning, then 5 courses, then 6 courses.
See.
That is how the course fees was like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, like that it increased.
So when you started, you are not aware that you are going to teach all subjects.
No, I was aware that I have to teach it because I didn't have money to hire anyone.
Oh, yeah.
See, only thing when I started, only thing I have is my time and my wife's money. My wife was working back then. So if I want any money for my basic expenses, I will have to take money from her. And only thing I have is just my time. How can you convert your time into money is the question. That is how entrepreneurs are made, right? They transfer their time into money.
Wow. So you have started slowly adding more subjects. Initially, the picture would be overwhelming to think that 11 subjects, hundreds of videos. So you might have felt maybe anxious also sometimes about how can I complete these many videos?
I will tell you this story. So initially, I have done part of TOC, part of compiler design, and uploaded them on the YouTube channel. And I released a video saying that students, if you are willing to get my full course, please pay 10,000 rupees in my bank account. On the first day, I got 3 lakh rupees. On the first day, I got 3 lakh rupees. Imagine the amount of pressure that you have. You have to deliver now. You are getting money now. And back then, there were many people who used to uh, uh, write bad reviews about institutes. So what my point was, I have taken money from students and then I have to deliver it. If I don't deliver it, there will be bad reviews. If I get even one bad review, my business is gone. Imagine the pressure. I had sleepless nights. I used to teach day and night. I used to teach in the day, prepare in the day, and I never had a schedule to sleep. Like I never had a schedule like 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. to sleep. I used to record in the days, in the nights, like whenever I get time. There was no life. So in fact, e- even my family ignored me. Ignored in the sense they never invited me to go out, do this, do that, because they knew that my focus is on teaching. So it was very, very hard work. Generally, in gate industry, a faculty will teach one subject or two subjects at max. Teaching all 11 subjects with that expertise is not an easy thing. Again, I'm trying to be humble. Okay, so I'm not saying anything that is not real. I'm trying to be as modest as possible. Beyond this, it is not possible for me. Okay.
So even though you are not modest, that is the truth. Because I have seen you personally. So teaching all those subjects at that level and maintaining the quality of teaching by one person is next to impossible, is what I felt when I took your courses back then.
Even many students ask me this question: how are you able to teach all the 11 subjects? How can I trust you? Then my answer would be, I am the one who have studied all the subjects and given gate rank and cracked it. I didn't take a OS faculty to write OS questions for me in the gate. I didn't take a CN faculty to write CN fab. I wrote the paper. I cracked gate alone. If I am able to crack gate alone, why can't I teach gate alone? That is my question. I don't need a big team. See, this is not rocket science. This is computer science. CS actually stands for common sense, not computer science. It is a common sense. If you have common sense, I'll tell you one thing. If you give me an average 10th class student, I can train him for 1 year and make him get very good rank in GATE. If not first rank, I could make him get within 100. That easy is computer science. That is common sense. Okay.
So if someone is having, this is for myself, if someone is having so many future ambitions and is confused on where to get started, how to get started, so they have to start somewhere. But many people are stuck in the thinking phase itself. I'll do this, but oh my god, this is so big. So you definitely have faced that in the past. What advice you would give to people like those to just stop that overthinking and get started?
So whenever you have too many things that you could do, follow this rule. There are three things that you have to consider. One is, will you become world's best at it? Second thing is, are you genetically made or built for it? Like how Hrithik Roshan dances.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Third thing is, can you make money out of it? If you want, I will repeat them again. First thing is, can you become world's best at it? If you are aspiring to become a singer, can you become world's best singer? That is the first question. Second question is, are you genetically built for it? Which means, can you dance like Hrithik Roshan if you are trying to become a dancer? Third thing is, will you be able to make money out of it? Which means, will someone pay you for singing or dancing or whatever you want to do? If all these three are ticks, you should be doing that, you will become great. For example, I could become the world's best faculty, and teaching is in my genes, is what I feel, and I could make money. So I have chosen this field, which will make me great someday. Someday, it will definitely make me great because all these three ingredients are there. I am telling you because this is not my analysis. This is analysis done in by this book. Uh, there is a book called Good to Great. I'm not remembering the other name. He has done research, and from that research, he found out this. This is called hedgehog concept. If you are following this hedgehog concept, you will be great someday.
So any person who is willing to go into new domain but is overthinking or anxious should try to check these three.
That's it.
And if the three are checked, they should get in no
Get
matter
it,
what.
jump into it.
Wow.
Are yaar, you are going to become the best in the world, and you are genetically strong, and you are getting money out of it. Why don't you just take any? I'll give you examples. Let's take Sachin Tendulkar. He could become the best. He has become. He has become the best cricketer in the world. Genetically, he could play the game very well. That is in his genes. That is, it comes to him naturally, and he could make a hell a lot of money. Right. That is why he is great. You take Dhoni, you take Sachin, you take Hrithik, you take Amir Khan, you take anyone, any celebrity. All these three will be tick.
Right. So this is only for people who are very ambitious and want to jump in, not for someone who is already working and don't have high ambitions, right?
Okay, I will tell you one thing. When I was in my 20s, I used to be very, very ambitious. I used to be greedy. But now, at this age, I feel that money is of no use in life. So you will change. See, and one more thing, when I say this, people may think that I am lazy, I can't earn money, and that is why I'm saying that money is of no use. But I'm not like that. I have earned a lot of money. I could retire now, but still I'm saying that beyond a point, it doesn't add anything to you. And that point would be for someone it would be 5 crores, for someone it would be 10 crores. For me, it is just 10 crores. If you have 10 crores, beyond, even I have earned much more than that, but then if you have 10 crores, beyond that, whatever you have doesn't add any value to your life. You will be sleeping under the same fan or AC. You will be eating the same food, and you will be having the same members to talk to, same friends. Nothing changes. Trust me, after 100 years, no one is going to remember you. After 100 years, no one is going to remember you. Then just you have to balance there between making money and spending time with friends and family. You have to balance there. So when I was in 20s, I always used to tell students to work really hard, forget everything, forget friends, forget social media and all. But now I feel that don't ignore your family. Just try to spend some time. And in fact, in my office, I have a countdown sheet. I mean, you can later on you can show that countdown sheet. So I'm going to do productive work till my 60s. After 60s, our bodies may not cooperate with us to do any work. So I have a countdown in my office.
Can you elaborate what exactly do you mean by productive work?
Productive work means which will be useful.
To the society.
Which will be useful to the society. After 60, I don't know whether my body parts will cooperate with me for teaching, whether I will be able to stand or whether I will be able to speak. Anything can happen, right? But then I'm very sure that till 60 though I can manage somehow, but after 60 it is not in my hands.
So when you mentioned that after some point money doesn't matter, that means you have reached that goal which you wanted.
I reached that goal in maybe 5 years, 6 years back.
You have reached your goal. Because I could relate to one of my own experience where my goal was to get into IIT Bombay. So I worked day and night by hook or crook. I got into IIT Bombay. So I reached my goal. So after reaching IIT Bombay, I felt aimless. I was just enjoying that days rather than focusing on the subjects.
I can relate to that.
Right? So I really felt aimless until the placement season came. Then I thought, oh, what should I do now? Because I was just living the dream because my goal is achieved.
Even same thing is true with me. Whenever you achieve something, you will suddenly feel that your life is aimless.
Yeah.
See, initially, my aim was to earn 1 crore. I earned it. Then it was 10 crores. Then it was even more, 100 crores. So, at some point, you will feel that you are aimless. So, what my suggestion is that you change the statistics by which you measure your life. If earning money is not a priority for you now, then change it to earning subscribers. Now what I want is, I want to see subscribers, not money. Money anyway, I have seen it. I don't need it. It is not motivating me. It is never driving me. What is driving me is subscribers. Recently, I started a Telugu channel, which grew very fast, and I reached 2.21k subscribers, and people are really enjoying me speaking in Telugu. This is giving me happiness. I may not get any money from it. It is completely free courses, right? But still, it is giving me happiness. So you have to change your goals every year or fine tune them. You have to always have a goal. See, a life without a goal is like a rudderless ship. If a ship doesn't have a rudder, you cannot go anywhere. So you should always have an aim, whatever it could be. I'm not talking about money. If it is money, fine, go with it. If your aim is to earn 10 crores, go with it. Or if your aim is to have a spiritual life, go with it. Right? But then have some aim in your goal, in your life. Otherwise, it is just a waste of everything.
So, in this process of setting up Raudra and making videos and making it a business, what are the major hardships you have faced in this process?
So I was a freelancer. I used to teach in other institutes to generate money. So every weekend, Saturday, Sunday, I used to travel to different places in India and teach there for the institutes, and I used to make some revenue. and that is how I used to run my family. And whenever my money gets over, I would ask my wife for money. My wife, the hardest part in my life, the hardship you asked me, right? The hardest part in my life was dropping my wife at office every day. And while she was going into the office, while she was stepping into the office, I couldn't see her face. She hated the job so much. She wanted to leave the job so much, but she had to work because she had to support me. I still remember the look in her face. Every day I used to tell her, Ho jayega, one more day. Give me one more day, you will retire. Give me one more day, you can quit the job. Give me one more day, you can quit the job. That was the hardest part in my entire journey. So finally she quit. Now she's a queen. Now she lives like a queen, right? So
Thanks to your wife for supporting you in those tough times, or else we could not get the best out
and
of
you
it.
know what? I don't know if I can tell you this or not. Okay, anyway, I didn't tell you which company my wife works for, right? So during my days of 2012-13, internet was very costly. We were not having that much money to have a good internet. And even if we take a good internet, it was very slow. So what I used to do is I used to record the videos and give all the videos to my wife in a hard disk. She used to go to her company and upload all those videos in her company's through her company's internet. Those were the days where I started.
Wow, I think what a story. What a story. Acha,
Yeah.
but now the world will know.
Yeah.
But wow, thank you for sharing that, sir. Thank you very much for sharing that. So you became so popular, and your videos were being sold at cheaper price by everyone, and they got leaked. So you are not receiving the money for your hard work. How was that phase mentally for you? Because you put, as now I have heard your story of the effort you have put in making that videos go public and to for everyone to see. Now that you are not receiving money for it and someone else is taking it, what went through your state? How was your state of mind during that phase?
Initially, my target was to earn 1 crore in my life. That I made in 1 month.
Okay.
And I bought a bench car, that is the E class. Then I got 2 crores. Then I got one more mug. So like that, I bought 4 mugs. So that age, when I might be at 25 years old. I might be 25 years old, and my revenue was around 18 to 20 crores per annum. How does it matter even if someone does piracy? Yes, I might have made hundreds of crores without piracy. So it didn't really impact me. Like I was okay, yeah, I wanted 1 crore. I'm getting these many 20 crores. Then that's fine. If I lose some money, jane do, it will be a good karma.
Okay.
Like some people who are not able to pay the fee or learning free from you, that good karma, right? So what happens? They will talk about me. Isn't it?
Yes.
If you take my course for free, what will you do? You will talk about me, tell about me, and you will give those videos to your friends. Now your friend will also talk about you, tell about you to other friends, right? At least I'm getting fame,
Yes.
even if I'm not getting money. For me, now I am at a phase where I need fame. Not even from beginning. Fame excites me more than money. Because I got my target very easily. I achieved my target very easily. What I couldn't, what I wanted and what I want now is fame, not money.
But you're already famous, right?
Even
But
more.
how do you define? Is there any goal in this fame? As we have discussed, there should be a goal. So in
One
the fame,
thing.
is there a benchmark?
Whenever I go out, someone will come to me for a selfie. That is what I want. People should recognize me. Wherever I go, someone will recognize me. They'll come to me. I want that more. So that is you. That is the only thing that I want, because they value my hard work, right?
Yeah.
So that is, you love it. I don't know whether you have experienced it or not. You are a YouTuber, so if you go out and if someone comes to you, recognizes you, and then says that I'm a good student of yours, can I have a selfie? That is a uh, Lala moment, right?
Yeah. I got it few times. Yes.
You got it few times, right? That gives you really happiness.
Yeah.
No one can explain you that. Not any money will give you that happiness.
True.
Right? So that is what my aim is now, to build the best YouTube channels in the world and to become the best teacher in the world. So I whatever I have done so far is just tip of the iceberg. Whatever I'm going to do from now is the actual work of my life. So I'm starting my second innings. My first innings is over and we are starting the second one now. From now on, courses will be amazing. Otherwise, I will not do them. They will be ultimate courses. Otherwise, I will not do them. I will not waste. I will not do a video on YouTube just because I have to do it, just because something has to go onto YouTube. I will do a video on YouTube only when it is perfect, 100% perfect. I will not waste anyone's time. Okay. So this is the second innings of RBR.
So the real greatness is yet to come.
Yes.
Very looking forward to it.
Yes. So what is the number there?
7299.
7
299.
7299. That is the number we have now. So 7299. I want to achieve greatness.
So guys, 7299 is a number of days Sir will put his all effort to work before he feels satisfied with his life. Is it?
Before my body would give up.
Body would give up. What if your body does not give up?
Then lucky.
Give
Then
up.
that number will, that every day is a bonus. After that 7299, everything is a bonus. Every day is a bonus, and I will love to enjoy that.
Sir, you have made a video on 4 a.m. waking up at 4 a.m. and I have seen that you are working every day from 4 a.m. onwards. Since when did you start this ritual of working from 4 a.m. and what's driving you to do this every day?
Okay. I think I have made it a habit right from my childhood. So I have to tell you about my grandma. So my grandma was very poor. Very, very poor. So she used to have cows, buffaloes, and she would milk buffaloes every day in the morning at 4 a.m. She would milk them. Then I had to take the cans, the cans,
Yes.
milk cans, and I have to go to every house to distribute the milk.
Really?
Yeah. I used to get some money. My grandma used to give me pocket money for that.
Okay.
So I got the habit of waking up at 4 o'clock then. And also, my mama used to study for his MBBS exam. And I had to carry tea to him in the morning. So I would wake up in the morning and carry tea to him. So that has become a habit. Like every day you have to do the same thing, right? Waking up. So that has become a habit.
So how old were you when this started?
I might be 5-6 years old.
So you're waking up at 4 since 5-6 at the age of 6
It might be at 5 o'clock, something. 4,
Yeah, but
something.
that early.
Yeah, that early. Yes.
From that young age.
Yes.
As a child, children would hate waking up early, even while going to school.
Because my grandma would give me something.
Okay.
So she would give me. I don't know if you have seen these 5 paisa, 10 paisa coins.
Yes, back those days.
Have you seen them?
Yes.
I used to get sometimes 5 paisa coins.
Now they are souvenirs.
So, yeah. I used to get them.
Okay.
So that motivated me.
But how did that transform your life now when you are having so much ambitious goals in your life? How is that helping you waking up early and starting your day?
See, now what is the time now?
It's 1 p.m.
1 p.m. right? So how are we able to do this podcast at 1 p.m. is because I have done all my work, important work early in the morning. So in the daytime, I'm getting free time to do this kind of videos. See, the most important things in your life has to be done early in the morning. Otherwise, it will never get finished. If you are planning to learn Python, do it first thing in the morning. 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. you will learn Python only. For me, 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. I have to do videos. At least 4 videos should go out every day. Once that is done, the entire day can be anything. Suddenly, a guest like you will come to me and maybe ask for a podcast, then I will do that. Or something else may happen, I will do that. Right. So, if you are done with your most important work early in the morning, the entire day is with you. You can spend your time with your friends. Like you can have
Yeah.
your friends or anything.
So
But I'm not a socializing person.
okay.
I don't have friends and all.
So the 80-20 rule, where 80% of the major work should be done in the first few hours,
Yeah.
which will occupy which is most productive as well.
Yeah.
So you follow that.
Actually, 80-20 rule has a different definition. How to put it? Out of the entire work you do, only 20% of the work will give you 80% of the results.
Yes.
The remaining work is useless. You have to decide about what is the useless work in your life which you are doing, which is not giving you any results. If you can figure out, that is time management. See, you are asking me different questions from different phases in life. You have covered about focus, you have covered about time management. So this is time management thing. Do only 20% of the task every day which are important, and you should be very good at skipping out the 80%. You should identify what is that 80% which is taking your 80% of your time. If you can skip that out, then you will be master of your time. Again, this is all my opinion. There is nothing right and wrong.
I agree with it at least. I have seen some of my friends just making a checklist of things they want to do. They would start with the easiest things, which can be done anytime, which don't even add value. And when the important thing comes, it feels overwhelming. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow, something like that.
Yeah.
Just for the satisfaction of checking it.
So, have you read the book Eat That Frog?
Yes.
In that book, he says that first eat the ugliest frog.
The biggest task.
Biggest task, first you do it.
Yeah.
So if you are, let us say, if you are planning to become a data scientist, then your plan should be learning data science early in the morning, 5 to 8 with no disturbance, or 4 to 8 with no disturbance. After that, you do whatever you like to do. And always have one major priority. You cannot focus on too many things. I have tried it. I failed at it. Never do too many things at the same time. You can focus only on one thing and show monomaniacal focus. When you focus in one thing, it should be monomaniacal focus. You know how a glass will burn the paper using sunlight?
Yes.
That is focus. Monomaniacal focus. If you are spread too thin, if you are doing too many things, you cannot do justice to any of them. Do only one thing that is most important. You have to decide what is that most important thing and stick to it. For me, it is teaching. Teaching is the most important thing. I stick to it. 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. I don't care what happens with anything. I will be teaching only. I will be preparing, or I will be writing notes, or I will be teaching. That is my teaching time.
So it's very important.
You are not Elon Musk to get into too many things and be successful. Those stories are different. He might be a genius, and right.
And genetics supports it.
We don't even know how he might end up. So he may be successful now. But from my experience, I have seen successful people who focus only on one thing. I have never seen any person who focused in multiple things and became successful. I don't know. Maybe Elon Musk may be the exception, but I don't. Yeah.
So during your day, you are prioritizing the most important tasks in the morning. when do you do your fitness routine, and what is your fitness routine like?
So I do weight training every day. So sometimes I do it at 5 a.m. or sometimes I do it at 10. Sometimes I do it at 4 p.m. But sometime I will do it. So earlier what happened was I used to have a trainer. The problem with trainer is that he can come only at a particular time, and my time is not in my control. For example, today you came, so I might not be having time for a gym. So later I found out that there is a bodybuilder in our team. He's called Arjun. There is a bodybuilder in our team. He's called Arjun. So I made him my trainer. Now I can train anytime I want. So whenever I get time, I will train. Instead of having a trainer and then waiting for his time. Now the bodybuilder at my office is always he's the best. He has very good body. Right. So that shows that he knows more about fitness. That is sufficient for me. And I do weight training, and I suggest everyone to do weight training. And weight training should be done even till you die. Even during 90s, if you are lucky enough to live for 90 years, even at 90 years, you should do weight training. You should never leave weight training. That is the best training in the world. You can do any number of research. Some people say walking, some people say cycling. Just trust me, weight training is the best thing. That will keep your body healthy, and you will not even get sugar or BP or anything if your body is muscular. Go for weight training.
So you never skip your training?
Mostly
Only in
I will
exceptional cases.
I will try. Yeah, only in exception. Mostly I will be. I will. So now you are not able to see my body in this.
Yeah, I remember your
But then,
biceps.
yeah, but then I have a good body.
Yes, yes.
So I do most of the time.
That is why teaching became attractive to me as well.
Because of my body.
No, in general, like you can be a good teacher at the same time look good with your good physique and maintain everything.
Generally, that is a rare combination. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's don't focus on bodybuilding, and bodybuilders are not good teachers.
Teachers,
but I have a unique combination.
Exactly. that was inspiring for me.
Yeah, that's nice.
If you could look back and if you want to go back and live 1 year again, what would that year be and why?
Okay, shall I say? So, I never had a normal relationship with my father, with my dad. I don't remember sitting in lap of my dad. If I could go back, I would go back to my 4th year and I would sit in my dad's lap. That would be my only thing left. Because I was always scared of my dad. I always used to run away from him whenever he comes home. Now we are good friends. Now he's a very good friend of mine. But the part is I missed my childhood. I never played with him. I want to go back and play with him.
I agree with you completely. But why exactly 4th year?
Because I was little, right?
Oh, age 4.
Age 4.
Okay.
Yeah. At my 4 years, I want to go back to my 4th year in my life and play with my dad.
Wow.
Become like a friend.
I expected something else completely. Maybe you would say about your recording of gate initial phases or something.
I don't know.
But what a point. Thank you for sharing that. If you were to write a book about your autobiography, what would the title of the book be and why?
I never thought about it. Writing an autobiography. If I really become famous in my life, and if I have to write a book, that would be called My Mistakes. That would be the name.
Your mistakes.
My mistakes.
My mistakes.
I will put, see, Generally, when in social media or anywhere, you will see only success stories. People talk only about great successful stories. No one talks about failures. But actually, you can learn more from failures than from success stories. So, your my autobiography name would be My Failures, My Mistakes, so that students can learn from my mistakes and avoid them. Because anyway, success stories, so they will know, right? If I become a billionaire, they will know that RBR is a billionaire. But then they will not know my mistakes that I made in my life. That I will write in the book.
I think that book is very much important. So please think of writing that book whenever you get time after
I have
7 to 9 days.
I have not achieved anything yet. So this is my new beginning. Maybe I will achieve something big.
After 7 to 9 days, you can just write your book.
Yeah.
You have been in the teaching field since more than 10 to 15 years right now. 16 years.
Plus.
And you might have observed a lot of deficiencies in our education system, in the country's education system, in the way they teach, in the maybe the course curriculum or anything. If you were the education minister of India, what are the top 3 things that you would immediately want to change?
Right away, I want to increase the salary of the faculties. First thing I will do is I will make the salary competitive as software engineers. Only a teacher can change the life of a student, and that is the most divine profession in the world. Divine, I'm telling you, most valuable profession in the world, which is so underrated and underpaid. Only people who are leftovers are choosing their career as teachers. RBR will never go to engineering college and teach, right? Why? Because he could join Google and could earn more. Why don't you make people like RBR or even Google engineers go and teach in the colleges? What is stopping you? Money. Let us say if I pay 10 crores to you, you are already earning in crores. If I pay 10 crores to you, why don't you will definitely join my college and teach there, right? So one thing, if I have to change in the Indian education system, hike the salaries of faculties. They should be as competent as IT engineer faculty, the salaries. Otherwise, the quality will never improve. You know what is the highest paid job in US? Teaching. Professors are paid the highest in US.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
In India, it is not the scenario.
Mm.
Even with PhD, you will be able to earn only 1 lakh. 1 lakh per month, even with a PhD. But if the same guy who has a PhD goes into industry, he will be easily be making 1 crore salary. If you want to change something, change it. I may not be able to change it, but you guys, you are young. You have a lot of ways to do all those things. So my message would be to all the students is, if you want to change the education system in India, please increase the salaries of faculties. I think there is sixth pay commission, seventh pay commission, or something is there. Nothing is going to be sufficient. You pay them as much as what Google pays. Then Google engineers will come and teach in your college. Everyone will become Google good, right?
Now there is this AI revolution going on.
Okay.
And you are in the computer science field. We see most of the AI jobs, AI taking human
I understood
jobs.
the point. Can I give you the answer?
Sure.
Sundar Pichai said that last year. Sundar Pichai said that 25% of the code that is written in Google was written by AI. Imagine that. 25% of the code is written by AI. And he said that it is just a beginning, which means in 10 years' time, no manual intervention is required to write the code. In 10 years' time, you can keep it in writing. I will replay this same video again after 10 years. In 10 years' time, there will be no software development jobs. There will be no software developers. Only high-level architects may remain. Even those jobs will also be taken away gradually. There will be no need of software developers in 10 years. Only there will be demand for ML engineers, data scientists, and AI engineers. In 1960s, what happened was computer science was a department under electrical department. Computer science was not a department. Even now, computer science is not considered as a department. It was part of electrical department. It came out of electrical umbrella and it became a branch by itself. Now AI and ML are coming out of computer science and becoming branch of itself. When computer science came out of electrical lose its fame. Everyone were after computer science. So now when AI and ML are coming out of computer science and becoming their own departments, computer science will die. Only thing that remains will be DSA. DSA will be learned by students, data structures, algorithms, and some programming language just to practice it. But the main jobs will be in AI, ML, and data science. That is the future. Normal software development roles, you take it full stack or any other jobs, DevOps, all these jobs are going to go. So even for me, it is time to get into ML. Computer science is going to be over.
So you would not suggest someone to become a full stack developer?
No, there will be no need of full stack developers any longer.
I recently came across this startup when I was in US few months ago. It's called EMA, EMA. What they're doing is they are giving out AI employees completely. Not just for coding, as an employee. So then I started to question, when AI is actually taking any job, what would remain for humans to do?
There will be nothing, really. And you should read a book called Abundance. So you may be worried now that if AI ML is doing everything, taking away all the jobs, what will happen to us? Where will the food come from? Now, if machines start working intelligently, no human has to work. They will do the vegetation, agriculture. They will do the produce. They will send us for free. So you should read a book called Abundance, which says that you don't need money in future. Everything will be done by machines.
So there is no need of going
money
after
in future.
money. So no one would think
you will get free food 3 times.
Yeah.
Machines will do that.
Yeah.
There is no need of money in future.
Then what would drive us?
Just the artistic things in you.
Hmm.
If you are an artistic person, that you will love your life. If you are a boring person like me,
teaching is artistic.
Yeah, but I don't know whether if AI teacher will take away my job or not. I would like to compete with AI teachers. That would be challenging. Competing with human teachers is one thing, but competing with AI teachers would be challenging. Let's see. So if some 12th class student come and ask for suggestion, which department I should take now, which branch I should take in BTech, what would you suggest? AIML. AIML. Not mechanical or civil or something. No. Everything is AIML. Yeah. So using AIML, you can get into any industry and you can take away all the jobs. And you'll also lose your job right in the process. I will also lose job, but not you, but the people who study AIML. Yeah. They will also lose. They are studying AIML. Yes. If a robo can build a robo, there is no need of a AI person, right? If a robo is building, that happens. So eventually what happens is, see, for the next 10 years, there will be software jobs. After 10 years, gradually they will go, and after 10 years, there will be no software jobs at all. And the same thing will happen to AIML in the coming next 10 years. Right. And by that time, in the next 20 years, everything will be for free. You don't have to spend money for anything. You should read that book called Abundance. I think I have given it to someone. There is a book called Abundance. You should read it. He has written it very clearly that you don't need money. Why you don't need money? What happens to governments? What is the role of it is the role of the government to produce you, to give you everything using the tools made by AI and all.
So no one would run behind money or be greedy. Just only self-passion would drive them.
Just doing what you love.
Even farming would love. They would love if they love farming.
If they're farming, they can do it with the help of AI tools. Yeah.
Wow, it's really time to think now what to do, because everything will be automated, right?
Yeah. We are standing right at the verge of the transition.
Yes.
It is just the verge of the transition. Like how computer science came out, now that is how AI/ML is coming out. It has already come out in the. It is already there. It is happening now. This is no longer a science fiction, right? Earlier AI was a science fiction. Now it is not a science fiction any longer. As a teacher, what do you feel differentiates a good teacher and a great teacher? If I want to be a teacher, what would you suggest me? So it is something that is said by Albert Einstein. If you can't explain it to a 5-year-old kid, it means you don't know it. Which means, if you can't explain it to a kid, let's not go for 5 years, at least 10th standard. If you are able to explain something to a 10th standard kid and he is able to understand it, then you are a great teacher. If the 10th standard kid is not able to understand it, it can be any concept, any difficult concept. If a 10th class student is able to answer it or understand it, you are a great teacher. Otherwise, you are a good teacher. That is a litmus test. So I should also make sure that whatever I teach, if in the future, are you interested in teaching? In fact, taking inspiration from you, I wanted to test if I'm a good teacher or not. Okay. So as I'm living in Japan, learning Japanese is one of the requirements, because people in Japan cannot speak English. Not all. They still stick to their origins. So I have to learn Japanese. And now I'm not getting motivation to learn Japanese. Because it's so overwhelming when you look at it. So I thought, why not if I start teaching? And with my teaching, I will only learn. I can tell you a better thing. If you want to learn Japanese fast, the best thing I will tell you, you have to do it. Get a Japanese girlfriend. Well, it has its own drawbacks. it doesn't have any drawbacks. It is the best thing you could do. Green card. You'll get green card, citizenship also, right? So if you want to learn Japanese, get a Japanese girlfriend and you will learn within 1-2 months. 1-2 months, okay. Well,
sorry, thank you. That was definitely you will learn.
Yeah, exactly. You might learn Japanese, but you would lose your peace of mind.
Who says that, yaar? What kind of person you are? I think you don't know how to deal with girls then.
Yeah, sir can make a crash course on that.
Yes.
I'm not a playboy, but I know how to treat a girl.
Okay, if girlfriend is not the option, what is the other option?
Then the normal way.
Boring way
of it. If you are sure that you are going to settle in Japan, just get a Japanese girlfriend, quickly learn Japanese language, marry her, and settle down there. That will be the peaceful thing for you.
Okay. But yeah, what I was actually saying is, I started teaching.
Okay.
On my YouTube channel with the introduction. how to learn Japanese in Telugu. In Telugu language, I taught teaching. It was such a niche domain. No one has ever done it. So I'm the first person to try it.
I understand.
So I just took I wrote the script. I set up the camera. I stuck a whiteboard on my room and I put my iPhone on the tripod and I bought one collar mic and I started teaching just introduction. Japanese etla నేర్చుకోవాలి. And that video got 3 lakh views.
Oh.
And I made another video that got 2 lakh views. So I just made those videos for self-validation. Am I a good enough teacher or not? And I couldn't continue it because it's such a big process and I also have to work, the company work. But what I realized is, okay, I can teach. If I prepare the script, I'm good at speaking in front of the camera, I can teach. So from then on, I got this validation that I'm good teacher. The only thing is I'm not able to manage the office work and what to teach and all. From then on, I had this pinch of teaching that I have to do.
Why do you teach some technical subject for us, for our students? Plan for it, not now. Maybe
Sure.
next time when you come on any day.
Yeah,
Teach some technical subject related to AIML or anything
sure.
like LLMs or
Sure,
something
yeah.
like that.
Sir, thank you very much for actually sharing so much of your deep information with us. I'm sure it is really helpful for a lot of students who are watching this. And I feel personally enlightened after talking to you. One final question I have, which always ponders me, is what is the purpose of life?
So according to me, the purpose of life is a beautiful death. As I mentioned you, death of Abdul Kalam was beautiful. So that should be the purpose of your life. Your purpose of your life should be a very, very beautiful death. At least 4 members should shed their tears. When you die, at least when the people meet to talk about you, they should talk good about you. They should not say like, Sala mar gaya. They should not say like that. They should say that he has done so much good for the society. He has done so much good for me. If you can achieve that in your life, that is the only purpose. Anyway, you are not going to take anything away, right? So you are not going to take your home to the next life or afterlife if it is there. You are not going to take money. You are not going to take your family. Nothing. Only thing that remains is your good name. The purpose of your life should be a beautiful death where everyone talks about you in a beautiful way.
No. That is actually beautiful. Thank you very much, sir. This is actually my first podcast, but you have made it very special because I consider you as my guru, and shooting the first podcast with you is truly pleasure to me.
See, even I do a lot of podcasts, so I request you to put the Telugu channel and English channel. I have totally 6 or 7 channels, right? I have totally 6 or 7 channels. I would request you to put all the 6 or 7 channels in the description so that your audience will go through these channels and they also will follow me. Okay?
Sure.
So we will keep doing more and more videos.
Definitely.
Okay? Thank
Yeah,
you. Man.
very nice talking to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.